Hi, everybody. Are you ready for another bridge tip? This is one of my favorites. Entry management. Many of us don't even realize how important entries are. Entries can be your best friends. Let's see what I'm talking about. An entry is like your own personal limo or Uber ride between your hand and the dummy. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. When you're declaring, you need to make a plan. Everybody always says that, and it really, really helps. And you must make that plan when? At trick one, not in the middle of the hand when you don't know how to get back and forth from your hand to that, and you find out you're in the wrong side and you want to be here or you want to be there because you didn't make your plan at trick one. Many contracts fail because of not planning your entries early. An entry can be a high card or a low card. And as defenders, you may need to keep communication or entries between your two hands as well. Sometimes you need that in order to defeat the contracts. Well, managing your entries will greatly improve your play of the hand and the defense of the hand if you are defending. But today we're going to be talking about mainly play of the hand and entries with the play. Let's get an example. Here you have arrived in 3-no trump, and the 10 of spades is led. So first of all, you're going to count your sure winners. That's what you should do if you're playing in 3-no. And you have to think about what suit you're going to have to develop in order to take enough tricks. I think it's pretty obvious, but I'll let you think about it. And check your entries. Remember, I said how important they are, and you have to plan your entries at trick one. Okay, so think about how you would play this hand and how you're going to proceed. You got it? The 10 of spades is led. And I think you're all going to go after the diamond suit. That's just my guess. Okay. If you don't make the right play at trick one, your contract will fail. It looks like you're getting a free spade finesse with the lead, right? They lead the 10 of spades. And if you let it float to your jack, it looks like, okay, yeah, you can take 3 spade tricks that way. But what's going to happen to your diamond suit? It's going to be bye-bye. You're never going to see it again because you don't have any entries. And this is a lesson hand. And I guarantee you with the lesson hand, nobody has the stiff ace of diamonds or ace in one. It's always going to be ace third. So they can hold up 3 times. And where is your entry if you floated the first 10 of spades to your jack? You blocked it by winning it with the jack. You must win the first trick with the ace in the north hand. So you think that you're getting a free trick, but in essence, you are killing your whole hand if you let it ride to the jack. Because you only have 2 spades in the north hand, so anytime they get in again and lead a spade, you have to win it in the north. You're never going to see the king of spades. So you have to do what? Plan your entries at trick one, and you have to win the ace of spades at trick one. Now you play on diamonds and they can hold up 3 times. That's okay, because you can get back there with the king of spades because you planned ahead. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Here you've arrived in 4 hearts. Okay, so you count your possible losers. Looks like you have too many. That always happens to me. So when you have too many, you don't give up. You think, is there any way I could possibly get rid of one of my losers? So what is your plan? I've made mine. Think, 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 think. Okay. you have two unavoidable diamond losers. There's nowhere to get rid of them. On the King of Diamonds lead, you got two little losers. You can win the ace, but that's it. You have one possible spade loser, and it's nowhere to put it. So I would call it a sure loser. So let's talk about two sure diamond losers and one spade sure loser. You possibly have a club loser. That is the only loser that you might be able to do something about. Can you see why you might be able to do it? Well, if the king of clubs is in the east hand, or is on side or in the box, however you want to call it, and you can see that you have the queen in the north hand and the ace jack 10 in the south hand, you will not lose a club as long as you can finesse it. Well, you lack a lot of entries in the north hand to finesse. So as soon as you win the ace of diamonds, you cannot pull trump. If you pull trump, you're never going to see the north hand again. So as soon as you win the ace of diamonds, whether you decide to duck it once or win it on the first trick, you have to now play on clubs. And what club do you have to play? You must play the queen first. You have to play the queen so that if they don't cover, you can continue the suit and pick up the king. You have no hope for the contract unless the king is in the east hand anyway. But if you play a low club towards your jack 10 and you put in the 10, yeah, you took a successful finesse, but that's only one finesse. They'll still win the king of clubs. You have to finesse twice, and the only way you can finesse twice is by starting with the queen. Do you see that? So you play the queen of clubs if they duck, you play another club, and voila, now you can afford to pull the rest of the trump and claim because you used your one entry wisely. You're getting so good. I bet you get the next two right. Okay, here you are. You're declaring in four spades. They led the ace of diamonds and the king of diamonds, and you are going to ruff the third diamond. You counted your possible losers. There's two sure diamond losers. You have to lose the ace of trump, so definite spade loser. And you have a possible heart loser. What's your only hope to make this hand? There's only one hope, and there's only one proper play. So what is your plan? Similar to the other hand. In order to make the hand, you have to find the king of hearts in the east hand. You have to take a heart finesse. If you take a successful heart finesse, then all you're going to lose is the two diamonds and the ace of spades. But oh my God, look at that very, very, very sad dummy. Oh my goodness, where is an entry? I don't see an entry. Do you? Yes, but only if you planned on it at trick one. Or not actually trick one, but trick three when you went to ruff the diamond. Take a look at your spade spots. You have the 5 of spades that can get over to the 6 of spades. As long as you knock out the 2 high ones first. What does that mean? So they led the ace and the king of diamonds, and they played a third diamond. You have to ruff with the spade higher than the 5. You have to preserve that little 5 to get over to that little 6, which definitely becomes an entry in the north hand in order to take the heart finesse. So let's review again. You play the ace, they play the ace, king, queen of diamonds, and you ruff with the 7 of spades. Now you play the king of spades. Let's say they win it and return another diamond, which you ruff with a higher spade, any one that you want that's higher than the 5. And now you can play the queen of spades And now you have the 5 of spades to get over to the 6 to take the heart finesse. And it's successful. And you will make this hand when everybody else went down. Why? Because you planned your entry ahead of time and you planned it at trick 1. See, it's so easy if all you do is plan ahead. Okay. Here we are in 3-note trump. Not a lot to work with, but since it's on the table here, I bet you we can make this hand if we plan accordingly. Okay, so 3-note trump, and they led the 5 of diamonds, and you can assume maybe that was a 4th best lead. What suit do you need to develop in order to make your contract? Seems obvious to me. We don't have enough tricks in hearts. We don't have enough tricks in spades. We have a couple tricks maybe in diamonds, but we're going to have to work on what suit? Obviously, the club suit. So what is your plan at trick 1? Now think about it. Trick 1, club suit. We're going to work on it. Did you get it right? You cannot make this contract without that club suit, but it seems to be blocked. Is it? No. Even though somebody, of course, holds ace third of clubs, but with your careful play when at trick 1, your only entry in the club suit, it has to come from the diamond suit. And you only are going to have an entry to the club suit and the diamond suit is if you win the first diamond with the ace. You should play the 9 of diamonds, whatever it is that they play from the east, you win it with the ace. Now you start playing clubs. Your king of clubs, queen of clubs, they'll win the 3rd club and they'll come back with a card and you'll win it. And now if you lead a small diamond towards your queen jack that are left, the west hand can duck a diamond and let you get to the queen, and now you can cash your clubs. Or they can win the king of diamonds and return another card, which you will be in with. And now you still have a little diamond to get to the dummy to cash the rest of the clubs. You see? You see how important that little limo ride back and forth can be? Your entries are everything. So use them wisely and you will start to be an expert in play of the hand. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little mini lesson. And if you have any questions or a topic you would like, please email me. I'll be happy to accommodate you.